Testing. Check. 1, 2. Holy fart bubbles in the bathtub, Batman. Jeez, it's almost like you can't wake up anymore and expect something fucky to not have happened while you were asleep. I got up today and I got this chat that I'm a part of. It's a Facebook group chat where we're all vloggers and we all kind of talk back and forth about a lot of things non-vlog related, but sometimes vlog and YouTube related things come up. And I wake up and they've been texting in the night while I was asleep, and the topic was actually Shaycarl and how he's had some really fucky things happen in his life as of late, and they've came to light involving himself and another woman that he's been drunk texting back and forth very sexually with. I won't repeat the stuff that's been said. You'll have to look all that and research it yourself. I'm not going to include the pictures of the texts in my video. I'm not going to even include what has been said in my video. I feel like at this point, there's going to be enough of that out there that I don't need to put that in there. I also would like to say just off the top here that a lot of people are going to be making videos about this and they're going to be monetizing them and trying to make money off of the apparent demise of Shaycarl's YouTube career. And I'm not going to do that. I have no desire to make money off this. However, I am putting this video out really quickly after it happened because I really do want people to see this, because I want people to hear my opinion and see my perspective on this whole thing. So yeah, I'm not making money on this video, but I want people to see it. So basically, Shaycarl has been texting back and forth with this woman who is not Colette in a very sexual manner, and people are totally up in arms about it. They're totally freaking out. They're like, oh my God. And I've got some thoughts on that. Shaycarl is seen by many people in the YouTube vlogging community as a pillar of positivity. He is seen as a positive role model for a lot of people, and his channel is G-rated. He's a G-rated vlogger. That means not only grown-ups, but children can watch his channel. He is an example to a lot of small children, boys, and girls. He's also an OG vlogger. That means he's been doing this thing for a long time. And a lot of the channels that we see on YouTube that are daily family vloggers, they started doing it after Shaycarl and his family were well established, and then they jumped on the family vlogging bandwagon. Shaycarl and Colette Butler basically grandma and grandfathered this whole daily family vlogging thing. Now, with being a daily family vlogger, there's one thing that prevails over a lot of daily family vlogger channels, and that is this whole stinking positivity movement, where things have to be positive all the time, and happiness is a choice. And I think that that's bullshit. Now let's just back up a little bit. A lot of people see Shaycarl as a positive influence and a pillar of positivity in the vlogging community on YouTube, amongst a cesspool of other channels that do a lot of really weird and lewd and questionable things. That's partially because Shaycarl has built this image of himself with his family of positivity. They choose to share mostly the positive moments of their life and leave out the negative things in their life. I think that's one of the problems that a lot of daily family vloggers get into. When you just present the good and the happy and the positive, you are leaving out, willfully leaving out chunks of your life that are real, that actually paint a clearer, more whole picture of yourself and your family. And when you just do the good things in your videos, you're actually, I think, you're presenting an inaccurate view of yourself. And then you have to live up to that yourself. Now, with these expectations of purity and being a positive role model, when someone of that height, that much influence and power, you then get a glimpse into what their life is like, it kind of shakes you a little bit. It kind of makes you feel like, oh crap, this person has been lying to us and there's more to the story here. Well, damn, yes, of course there's more to the story. Like I said, people that do family vlogging quite often leave a whole lot of things out. Let's say, for example, he was coming home all drunk and beating Colette. Oh, you bitch, you didn't make my sandwich right. Of course he's not going to show that on YouTube. Nobody would. But is there a level of reality that people should be showing as daily family vloggers and not just showing the positive things? I would say yes, and that's what Margaret and I choose to do with our channel, but a lot of people say no, because people generally want to watch positive things and they can't stomach or palate the things that are not as positive. It's because of this I don't watch a lot of the bigger YouTubers. I think that they're full of shit. Just saying. Look, you're going to have to decide for yourself how you feel about this whole Shaycarl texting scandal, but for me, myself, I am actually going to remain supportive of Shaycarl because he's just an average guy. Yeah, he said some pretty lewd things to someone who was not his wife, and he also said some things near the end that were disrespectful to her when she was just trying to be treated like a human being. Very bad, Shaycarl. Very, very bad. But does that mean that we should all abandon ship? From a man who shared his family and his life with us for years? Or should we maybe say, oh, there's more dimensions to this person than we had have actually thought, and we were idiots in the first place for not thinking that this person might actually just be a regular guy like the rest of us? I'm not excusing what Shaycarl did. I think that Colette must really be having a hard time dealing with this, but I know she loves him and they're going to make it through this. I myself would feel really terrible. And I would hope that I never end up in a situation where I'm either feeling sexually frustrated or bored enough that I just go to a stranger just to get my excited rocks up. I mean, come on, just watch porn or something and you know, get the job done that way. But I think that he needs some grace right now. That's what Shaycarl needs. He needs grace, he needs forgiveness, and he needs love and understanding from the people who he has dedicated his life to filming for us. Yes, it was for the money. Yes, it was because once you get the vlogging bug, it's hard to get rid of it. Those two things are still there, but he also did it for us. He really believed in that whole happiness is a choice movement. And I want to read you something very quickly before I end this video. This is a tweet that Shaycarl made and then pinned to the top of his Twitter account, and I think that this can actually do a better job than anything I can say of helping you to understand exactly how this man, who is now very broken and very disappointed in himself, feels at this moment in his life. So I'm going to read it to you. I've been lying to myself. My heart is sick. It's been impossible to keep up this perfect happiness is a choice mentality. I can't do it anymore. I started drinking again 3 months ago. I have struggled with alcoholism for years. I thought I was able to escape the addiction and its associated demons, but that disease has manifested itself back into my life due to my decisions, because it's a lifelong disease. I hate myself for it. I've not been myself the past few months. The reason I haven't been uploading vlogs is because my life has slipped back into this horrible state. I'm not making excuses. I have a problem. This problem has hurt the ones I love most because I delayed the decision to get help. My wife, friends, and family are by my side. My purpose is to rehab. It's my only priority. I will not be on the internet. I'm sorry if you expected more of me. I'm sorry I've let you down. I'm sorry I let my family down. I'm sorry I let myself down. Those are the words of a broken man, someone who knows what they have done is wrong. Someone who feels humiliated in the eyes of the world, the media, and YouTube. And this is going to be one of the largest YouTube scandals that we've seen in a long time. Again, not excusing what he's done, but I legitimately feel terrible for him and wish him all the best in this recovery that he's going to be going through. I don't know how much he uses alcohol. I don't know how much of the guilt is based on the Mormon expectation that you don't consume alcohol. I really honestly don't know. But the man is heartbroken and in a really rough patch right now. And I want to point out something here for people to be gentle, because a lot of people in this position who have this much exposure and then get exposed come very close to suicide, and they live with suicidal thoughts. I want you to bear that in mind, that this man right now is very fragile and needing forgiveness. And so that's what I would like. If anyone's watching this video and has made it to the end and has supported Shaycarl all this time, this video isn't to condemn Shaycarl. It's not to justify Shaycarl, but I want you to really consider offering Shaycarl some understanding and some forgiveness on this topic, because right now, that is what he needs. That's all I have for now. Hopefully you have found this video enlightening and enjoyable, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate that. Goodbye.